everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie and today I have a fabric haul for you. Now you will know if you saw some of my most recent videos that I was lucky enough to get given some money from some of my friends and family for my birthday, and of course I decided I'd put that money towards sewing supplies and I did some fabric shopping. I also bought another few bits and bobs that came up in a previous video, so I'll put a link to that in the corner in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, these are the fabrics that I ordered and I'm very excited about them. Now I've got 4 fabrics here to show you. 3 are from Lamazi Fabrics and 1 is from Fabric Godmother. I have never ordered anything from Lamazi Fabrics before. Where have I been? Where have I been? Where have I been? Lamazi Fabrics has some absolutely beautiful fabrics on the website and I got absolutely blown away by, so on the website she's got a section where you can shop obviously just by fabric type, so you could search for viscose or to see all the cottons or whatever. But she's also got it where you can view fabrics by fabric designer, and she has 2 brands that I'd never really heard of before called Meet Milk and Mind the Maker. Oh my goodness, these fabrics are just stunning. I know some other fabric shops, independent and fabric shops, stock some of these too, so I know that I think So Me Sunshine stocks at least one of these brands, I can't remember, but there are other stockists. But Lamazi Fabrics just have the most beautiful selection of fabrics by these 2 designers. There are a lot of plains, particularly for the Meet Milk stuff. A lot of the fabrics are plains, but just the most beautiful colours, beautiful textures. A lot of them are made of sort of eco-friendly, sustainable, not that any of it's fully sustainable, but more sustainable options, so like tencel, and a lot of it is, you know, Ecotech certified, or what's the other one, GOTS certified or lensing certified. I'm not an expert on what all those different things mean, but these are fabrics that are generally a bit more sustainable and a bit more environmentally friendly than others. I was so excited. So anyway, let me stop babbling about just literally I was like a kid in a candy store just seeing all these fabrics, just the colours. I mean, some of you might think I've gone for quite a boring colour palette, but these blues and greens are just my fave colours. So first up is this fabric here. I'm going to keep glancing at my bullet journal here just because I can't remember all the details otherwise. But this is from Meet Milk and it's the Tencel Linen Slub in deep green. So I'm going to unfold it and sort of show you. It is 82% tencel and 18% linen. So it's got like the way the fabric's woven, you can see that it's got a linen-y look and a linen-y texture to it, but it's really like drapey and soft and lovely. It is 160 centimetres wide, it's £11.50 per half metre, so it is very expensive. I would not normally buy fabrics that are this expensive, but as I said, I was spending birthday money, so it just kind of felt like I should treat myself. That's what, you know, people in 10, like, presents are supposed to be a bit of an indulgence and a luxury, aren't they? And it's just gorgeous. And as you can hopefully you agree that this colour is a really good colour on me. It complements my skin tone and my hair colour and everything. And I intend for this, I think, to be another by Hand London Eloise dress. So I made one of those recently. I'll put a picture in or a link to the video. And I made it in totally opposite fabric to this. I made it in a viscose crepe, so also a drapey, breathable fabric, but in like the most crazy yellow and white Italian 1970s tiles design fabric, like full-on print. And as you can tell, I'm quite a solids person really, so that felt a bit of a jump away from my comfort zone. But this, I just think it will be lovely. The idea is that it will be the same thought process as my other one, that I'll have sort of long sleeved, covered up arms, covered up chest. It's got like a high round neckline, but some fun floaty ruffles going on at the bottom. I've not decided if it will be a dress version or I might just turn it into more of like a tunic version. Oh, sorry if you heard that, that was my phone. I might even like raise the waistline to be more in line with the Tilly and the Buttons indigo potentially. But that's what I've got in mind for this one. A nice breathable, lightweight, dress that I'm going to want to wear on a warm summer day. Not a hot summer day because I'm going to have long sleeves, but a warm day. The next fabric that I purchased is a real departure for me. I've said this to you guys before, but I don't really wear white and I don't really feel good in white. I just think with my fair skin, I know technically like the fashion rules or whatever would say that a white would make my skin look not as white in comparison, but I still feel like the tone and colour of your skin is important too, and I don't know, I just never feel that good in white. But I saw this fabric on the Lamazi fabrics website and I just fell in love, so I'm going to hold it up in the hope that you can, I'm not sure if it's going to focus for you to see the texture. I might have to steal a photo from Lamazi fabrics to put it on to show you, but it's basically the most beautiful texture. It's got these little diamonds on it. Not sure if you can see that, sorry if you can't. But it's another meat milk fabric, so it was also very expensive at £11.25 per half metre. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I got 2 metres of this first fabric, 2 metres. And this is the Meat Milk Tencel Diamond fabric in off-white, and it's 100% tencel. I've never worked with tencel before or used tencel, but it's supposed to be like a, I think, and don't quote me on this because I'm not an expert, but maybe in the future when I've learned more I could try and tell you a bit more. But my understanding is that it's like a more eco-friendly version of like a viscose. I think it comes from, hang on, I'm going to read on the website what tencel is because then I can tell you, and that would make for a better video, I think, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm literally reading off the Lamazi Fabrics website right now, but tencel is made of wood pulp from sustainably certified beech and eucalyptus trees, which is made into fibres that can be spun. The composition of natural fibres from the wood makes tencel utterly comfortable to wear. It is soft and breathable, and it has a really good ability to absorb moisture and let it go again. The fibres are naturally antibacterial, which means less need for washing, and washing clothes less is good for the environment. The natural fibres are anti-static and doesn't cling to the body. So yeah, my understanding is that it's got probably the similar properties of a viscose, but yeah, it's made from wood pulp from sustainably certified trees. Tencel. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it's going to have that sort of drapey quality that a viscose has. It does feel like it's got slightly more structure than for example, an Atelier brunette viscose. I've used that before and it was really quite thin and drapey. This feels like it's got slightly more structure, which is good for what I want it for, because the reason I would like this fabric and the reason I love that it's plain but with a gorgeous texture of these little diamonds is that I want to make a blouse to go under the named clothing Utu or U2 pinafore dress. I'll pop a picture in case you're not familiar with that pattern, but I've got the named Breaking the Pattern book, and it's this sort of smart, I mean it doesn't have to be smart, I've had based on how you style it or the fabrics you use, but I'm going to make like a smart pinafore dress and I want a cute floaty blouse to go underneath. So I'm thinking that it will have like some sort of slightly high neckline, maybe like some frilly neckline action. I'm hoping for some slightly flowy sleeves with like a cuff. I'm really open to ideas on patterns, but some of the patterns that I've identified as potentials are potentially the Wilder gown as a blouse, the Wilder blouse, but it would be a bit more of a casual vibe, I think. Maybe the Sew Over It Freya, the new pattern from Sew Over It. Maybe the Vita blouse by Bella Loves Patterns. Or maybe the Deo blouse by, I think the company is called Sew Massin. I've got, you know, on Instagram where you can save other people's photos to a collection. I have like a dressmaking one, and it's just so good because I can just browse through it to see pictures of all these like different different garments that other people have made using certain dressmaking patterns, and all the ones that really inspire me. But if you know of any other good patterns, I think there's also a Vogue pattern that I've seen kicking around Instagram that's like some sort of high-necked blouse that is really nice. So anyway, that's the plan for this one. £11.25 per half metre. Ouch, so I'd better make a really nice blouse out of it. But I hope that I will. Next, this is the last fabric that I got from Lamazi, and this is Mind the Maker. So do you remember I said that I really was loving the Meet Milk and the Mind the Maker fabrics? Well, this is the one that I purchased that's a Mind the Maker fabric. And it is an organic wicker knit in Indigo Night. And this is what it looks like. I really hope if I hold this up it will focus, because this is the most, oh, bit bright, but this is a bit bright, sorry guys, but at least you can see the texture. It's just the most gorgeous texture. It's a knit fabric, so it doesn't actually have like any elastane in it. It's 100% organic cotton, and it was £125 a metre, can you imagine? £11.25 a metre, but it's really wide, it's 160 centimetres wide, so I only bought 1 metre. I mean, my budget was stretched at this point. But I'm hoping that I will be able to get the most adorable little like jumper out of it. Like a sort of loose fitting, not oversized, but like a loose fitting jumper. The kind of thing that's really comfortable to just throw on over whatever you're wearing, or like with a pair of jeans, and just have a cozy, light, but like a lightweight, like a spring weight jumper. And I'm thinking I'll probably use the Seam Work Astoria pattern because I already have it. I've only made it once before, and I made it in like a sweatshirting fabric that I think was just a bit too heavy, and I made it a bit too small, so it's quite restrictive to wear. So I think I might even make another toile before I make it in this expensive fabric. This was, oh yeah, I said, did I tell you that already? Can't remember if I told you that already, but it's £11.22 a metre. But it's the texture. I'm so into texture. Solid colours, but texture. I'm excited about this one. So last but by no means least is a fabric that I bought from Fabric Godmother. I think I could easily have found another fabric that I wanted to buy on Lamazi Fabrics, but I was like maxing out the budget at this point. It's really rare for me to spend this much money on fabric all in one go, so it felt like a big treat. But I was still had in my mind this whole By Hand London Eloise dress thing, like a nice top or dress or tunic that I can throw on over jeans and feel like I've got that jeans and a nice top vibe. Jeans because I want to be warm, because unless it's a really hot day, I'm not warm enough in anything that has skin exposed. So something that I can wear over jeans, something that's got long sleeves but is in a breathable fabric, high neck, protect myself from the sun, all that stuff that I talked to you about in my other video about my By Hand London Eloise dress. So I kind of had that in mind still, and I ended up buying this gorgeous, it's the Sorrento viscose crepe in bottle, as in bottle green. And it's lovely, it's 100% viscose, it's 139 centimetres wide, and it's much cheaper than the Mind the Maker and the Meet Milk fabrics, because this one was £6.50 per half metre, and I got 2 metres. So I've got the flexibility to make like a dress, like a short dress, or like a tunic top. And I love this colour. I will admit, I did get the fabrics home and kind of realised at the last minute that I ended up buying myself 2 green fabrics. And I think it was because I wanted to buy this, so this is the tencel linen slub from Meet Milk. I kind of wanted this in the navy, but A, it was out of stock, and B, I actually already have sewn with a viscose linen from My Fabrics. Actually, it's what I'm wearing now. I've made these, let me stand on my chair. I made these are a hack of the New Look 6446 jumpsuit pattern I turned into trousers. They're like a cropped length. So I kind of decided that I already had, oh, and I've also made an Ogden cami out of the leftover fabric from these trousers. So I've kind of got the navy viscose linen outfit down, and to me I do think this viscose linen is going to be quite similar to this tencel linen. So I thought, no, I'm not going to get more navy, I'm going to go with green. But then I have ended up with 2 greens, but they are different. Look, you can see this one's sort of paler, more muted, this one's more of a rich green. So I just need to make sure that I make something like quite different. I can't just make 2 by Hand London Eloise's because then they're just going to be the same. The pattern that I've also had in mind when I was buying these 2 fabrics was the named Selena top. For any of you that don't know, that Selena, it's in the named Breaking the Pattern book is so good because every pattern has like 3 different options, but I'm not talking like a short sleeved or 3/4 length sleeve. I'm talking drastically different variations. So the Selena dress, well, it's a Selena dress, the Selena jumpsuit, or the Selena blouse. So there is 3 totally different garments from like essentially one pattern. And so I did think that I could make that out of one of these. I was quite shocked at how much fabric it required for the Selena blouse, because it's only a little blouse. I thought I would need less fabric, but I actually did end up needing to order like 2 meters of fabric according to the pattern instructions. But I'm not sure if these will be a bit too lightweight for that. The sample in the book, I think, is made out of some sort of cotton, and the samples of the dress and the jumpsuit are made out of like wool crepes. So they are drapey fabrics, but heavier weight fabric. Like a wool crepe is going to be, I think, much heavier than a viscose crepe or a tencel linen. So I think I'm going to need to twirl the Selena and then see how the twirl goes in like a calico, and if it seems like, yeah, it suits like a more sturdy woven fabric, then I'll go down that route. But basically I've got options and the future's looking green. So there you go, that is my fabric shopping, and that's some quite rambly but fairly detailed ideas of what I'm going to make with them. Well done for making it to the end of this video. I hope I've not been too all over the place explaining all that to you, but yeah, I'm really excited to get sewing, and I'm really excited that I've kind of accepted that I think solids are generally what make me excited. Every now and then there'll be the most incredible print, like the fabric Godmother Italian yellow tiles fabric, and then I'm like, oh my god, I have to have that print. But otherwise I love a solid. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below if you have any pattern suggestions, particularly for the blouse, my white blouse. I'd be really grateful for any pattern suggestions. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!